Well, hello everyone. Good morning and welcome to Live at the Waterhole. It is wonderful to be with you again. And wow, what a start here at Mantis Founders Lodge in South Africa with a whole lot of rhinos. My goodness me, this is a real treat. What a great sighting it is. And they are hanging out, some at the water, some in the shade. And we know that we always have such fantastic viewing of rhinos here. Now it is good to be with you once again. My name is Amy and I'm looking forward to today's show as well as the next few days actually that I'll be with you. So I'm looking forward to that too. And remember that it is live and interactive, so please do chat to me and let me know where you're watching from, maybe what you're hoping to see today. I have no idea what the show is going to hold for us, but that's part of the excitement. And you can do that through WhatsApp, through X. You can also chat to us on our YouTube chat stream, as well as through the Wild Earth website or the app. Well, apologies there. We lost that feed, but we popped over to Oldonyo in Kenya. And just always a treat to see the animals here. Wow, such variety. We've got some giraffe, an elephant. What a beautiful boy that is, as well as some fringe-eared oryx that are hanging about. Seems like the herd is also interested in coming for a drink. Now this is a waterhole that we see frequented by a lot of different species, and not yesterday but the day before on the last show that I did, we had so many elephants here that the other animals couldn't really get a gap in the time that we were live for. But this bull, oh, there's an impala. It's also trying to see if it can get some water. With one elephant there, I think it's a lot less intimidating. You can see how the animals have approached quite easily. Not worried too much about him. There's enough space for everyone to be around here. He has got some beautiful tusks, not quite as big as 1 ton, one of the tuskers that we see here at this particular spot, but who knows, maybe he'll make an appearance later. Ooh, let's head over to Safari Hook for something tawny. Oh wow, this is such a treat. Here we have a lioness, everyone. It has been a long time since I have seen a lion on the Waterhole show. This is so great. Ooh, what's it looking at? It looks interested in something. Do you see how it was sitting on top of the termite mound, using that for a bit of height advantage? I wonder if she's seen something that she might be interested in stalking. It is not every day that we get to see lions on the show, so this is so cool. And you can see how she's still basically sitting, but she's lowered that head down. And often when they want to conceal themselves or there's something of interest, it's like instinctual for them to lower the heads, the ears, make themselves very flat-lined. Monique, I know. Hello. She's definitely focused there. But you can see it's hot. Do you see how her throat is moving there? Up, down, up, down. She's definitely panting. I'm not sure if she's already had a drink or just maybe very hungry, has come to this area. It's a good opportunity for something like a lion to hunt. And they will do so, even in the middle of the day, if the opportunity presents itself. I wonder if she'll climb back on top of that mound to carry on looking, or maybe head off into the thickets. I'm not sure. My name is Amy, and today we're going to be doing things a little bit differently.
Even a hyena coming into the action as well now. Oh my word! She's stalking the hyena now. Leopard, hyena, lion, all together in one shot. Oh! Whoa. This is action-packed.
Would you like to know what an elephant's favorite food is? You could ask me questions like that in real time. Our safaris are live and interactive from the heart of Africa. Over here. Watch Safari Live and connect with nature.
The bush, full of beauty, wonder, and absolute chaos. And now, all that madness has its own show. It's called a Wild Bush Week. The countdown of the most outrageous, heart-stopping, and sometimes downright ridiculous wildlife moments of the week. Lions throwing their weight around. Hyenas gate-crashing the buffet. Leopards doing, well, leopardy things. Each week, it's a fresh reel of safari gold, a mix of drama,
She's just got an impala, everybody.
danger, and a healthy dose of laughter. So, if you fancy a highlight show with bite, and I don't mean just the animals, tune in to a Wild Bush Week. You bring the tea, and we'll bring the tusks, tails, and teeth.
Kathy, it is great to see a lion at midday. We know she's there. You can see, I don't know, I think she's facing towards us. The back of her ears a little bit black there. Maybe doing some grooming and found a little bit of shade that is around. And yeah, it is great to know that she's there. At least we know where she is. And hopefully, fingers crossed, that we do get to see a little bit more of her around. Yeah, melanistic marble, I think she is looking whatever she thought she saw earlier. She's lost interest in that completely and is now just keeping herself very well hidden, which is the best strategy at the end of the day. If she is just going to wait it out, really, sit there perfectly camouflaged, and perhaps something comes past her, or in all likelihood comes to the water to drink, and creates an opportunity for her to get an easy meal, maybe. Otherwise, this is the area that she's in. She's maybe already had something to eat, came to the water to drink, and is now just resting and doing some grooming. Well, while we wait to see what she does, let's head back over to Founders. Yeah, Kim, this is a beautiful white rhino. Well, they all are actually, and you can see an Egyptian goose there with some little ones as well. And this one's having a great time, I think, in the water, maybe mixing up some mud. Possibly going to sit down soon on the other side. Kathy, I know Egyptian geese can get very territorial, and you can see one's coming back into the picture there. And it's so nice to see some little ones. Definitely something new for me since I've been away. And hopefully they do well. We know that the goslings don't always all survive. And mom and dad will do their best though to keep them safe. Interesting to think about the dynamic here with these rhinos. There was definitely a male earlier, you could see by his genitalia. I think that is him there walking. So there could be a little bit of a bachelor group hanging out here. There could also be a female, maybe an estrus around, that's attracting some of the males, although there would only be one dominant bull and he might actually get a bit feisty chasing the others away. But white rhinos are actually quite gregarious. They enjoy each other's company. And although they are territorial, they do tolerate the presence of other individuals as long as they're submissive. Well, this is such a lovely scene. I'm sure we'll be back here soon. But in the meantime, let's head over to some elephants at Ongoma. Apologies everyone, we just had a bit of instability there, but we might be back there shortly. Otherwise, we are here at Tembe and some elephant bulls. The rains have come and their favorite little mud patches have filled up, and look, immediately they are there. This is their favorite spot throughout the summer. My name is Amy, and today we're going to be doing things a little bit differently.
At Wild Earth, we believe every story has the power to create change. That's why we've launched the Wild Earth Impact Foundation, a non-profit dedicated to conservation and social impact. By showcasing conservation stories, we can change lives, protect nature, and empower communities. We have partnered with Empowers Africa to accept tax-deductible donations from US donors. Your donation will help fund critical programs that support our mission. Join us and be part of the change.
Do you want to know why impala are the most common antelope we find here in the Kruger National Park? You can ask me questions like this in real time. Our safaris are live and interactive here in the heart of Africa. Join me on Safari Live. Connect with nature.
There's some ellies that we're approaching now.
The light on her as well is absolutely gorgeous.
So we are going to enjoy the rest of this sunset.
Wow, 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 this is absolutely crazy.
And thank you for joining us. For myself and Cam, we will see you next time.
Out here, every moment counts. As a Wild Earth explorer, you won't miss a thing. Watch the Wild Earth channel ad-free 24/7 and rewind if you want to catch something again. Enjoy behind-the-scenes videos, fireside chats, and early access to travel offers. It's the best way to stay connected and be part of the Wild Earth family.
Look at these two, my goodness me. Always entertaining here at Tembe. Yes, Penelope, there has been lovely rain, not just here, but all over KwaZulu-Natal. You can see that beautiful weeping boerbean or scotia tree with those gorgeous red flowers. And not only here in Tembe, but we're seeing them all over the Lowveld, blooming at the moment. One of the beautiful signs of spring and summer. And this all just puts such a big smile on my face. It really is stunning. We've been waiting for the rains to come, and KwaZulu-Natal at least has definitely had a really good downpour that's happened over the last few days, even a week. These boys are having a bit of a tussle, and I would consider the rains that we had over the last 2 days in the Lowveld the first real rain. Not quite flooding type of rain, but definitely enough to wet the soil, to soak through, to get that first bit of green in the grass at least coming. We see a bit of green in the trees already, but it's exciting. The bird life is going to be bursting at the seams, so much for them to get going with chirping, looking for nesting material, courting each other. The migrants are going to be arriving back, some already have. And the one is not wanting to give up there on the left, that's for sure. Giving him a last little look. Oh, they're quite evenly matched. Just have a look at the sizes. So quite a competitive aspect to them there. Oh, this one's going for a little pool party. My goodness, it's all happening here at Tembe. What a place to be. Yeah, Sanjeev, I agree. If you love elephants, Tembe will never ever disappoint you. It looks like elephant paradise to me. Looks like everyone's joining the party now. Those two still having a go at each other. Although I think it's two different ones now. The one that had the swim earlier with the gap in its ear is different from the two that were having a bit of a tussle. So it's very normal for these elephant bulls to practice this behavior, really practicing all the time, determining as well the hierarchy between the bulls. I think they also have an element of fun in there, boys being boys, as it were. These boys are still not giving up. You can see how much darker the ones that went for a full-on swim are. And you can imagine how good that feels, cooling down the body, coming out into the sunshine. It's like when you go for a swim in the ocean or in a pool, and you come out and you all cool down, and you just feel, it feels so nice to be in the sun. You're refreshed and have a lot more energy. Well, another place that is always full of life and a lot of variety is Tau. So let's head over there and see what's happening.
Oh, wow.
What does it take to handle the wild? Balance. Determination. Focus.
Yaku!
And gear that can take a beating so you don't have to.
Would you like to know at what age a buffalo calf gets its horns? These are questions that you can ask me in real time. Our safaris are live and interactive here in the heart of Africa. Join me on Safari Live and connect with nature.
Oh, she's gonna catch it.
Come on, Tommy! Watch this, we're about to see a kill. You can see how close he is from where I am.
With a complete grey head, that is the male, and some black-winged stilts there in the background. Egyptian geese, they're the waterbuck now arriving here. Little three-banded plover closest to the screen. So much life when you take a closer look. and some zebra are here as well. Well, I love checking in at different spots, but the rhinos are still around at Founders, so while they are there, let's go spend some time with them. Well, the little Egyptian goose family's out the water going for their family walk. It's very cute. And those little ones will also be picking at grass and vegetation just like the parents already. Batis there, and there is a little let's head over to the safari hook with the lioness. Oh, this is cool. She's out, everyone. Have a look at that. Head down. How exciting is this? There's something moving there on the left. Definitely maybe an impala. It's a bit far to tell exactly, but there's definitely some sort of antelope moving there. Could also be springbok. Oh, there they are walking. You can also hear that there are elephants around. Lots of water moving. She's probably trying to keep herself as, well, I wouldn't say hidden, but she's also right out in the open. So maybe she thought she could come out, and then she was like, oh, I need to maybe not move. Otherwise the elephants will come and chase me off or something like that. Yeah, Milani, for sure. They do. They definitely stalk to practice. And this lioness looks mature. I don't know her age, of course, at all. And we can't really see the details to tell, if it's sort of a sub-adult age or a much more mature lioness. Could be either. And but stalking and that practice definitely happens when they're cubs. From straight away, really. They've got that natural instinct. A lot of the playing that they do with each other, with some smaller animals, with even a stick or a log, can all be building up to actually practicing their stalking and hunting skills. And if this is a young lioness, maybe she's 3 years plus, maybe 5, 6 or so, she would also maybe not be the most skilled huntress just yet. And many failed hunts eventually lead to success. So she has a lot to potentially learn if she is of that age. Otherwise, she might be a much older lioness on her own at the moment, very skilled and not really needing to practice anymore. She's now turned slightly back to where she was looking the first time, and it was definitely springbok that were walking at the back there, and now she's got the grass between herself and the springbok, which does provide some good cover. But at the same time, her head's up now. Oh, there she just lowers it again. It's amazing, that instinct that comes into play when she's looking at something. But not seriously stalking anything at the moment. Very relaxed there. It seems like at least one elephant that's also around at the water, or some sort of larger animal. And it doesn't seem to have, if it has spotted her, it seems to be quite comfortable with the distance between. Apologies everyone, we just lost the feed there, but we will be back soon. Here we are back with the rhinos. You can see that one using its horn. It's so wonderful to see rhinos with horns, isn't it? And they use that a lot for digging and sort of defense, of course, as well, but they do use it to dig with too. Alright, let's head back over to the lioness at Safari Hook. You can see how she's using that termite mound for a little bit of cover, and there's constant movement there in the background with some small antelope moving past. So, Pauline, that's an interesting question with regards to disguising the lioness's scent. I don't think so. Termite mounds can do a lot of things, including provide warmth and, change the soil structure, making it more nutritious. But I don't think it would disguise her scent. Ooh. That caused quite a lot of chaos. There we go. You can see all the animals running as she ran. There she's standing. Doesn't look like she was successful. Which, understandably so. I mean, she didn't have the greatest cover. But also, lion hunts less than 20% are successful. So, she thought maybe there was an opportunity there. But her cover's blown now, for sure.
The Wild Earth Impact Foundation is a non-profit that uses the power of wildlife storytelling as a force for good. We create sustainable development projects that showcase conservation stories, empower people, and inspire environmental action. As a registered South African PBO, you can make a tax-deductible donation to the Wild Earth Impact Foundation. To find out more, visit our website.
Would you like to know the difference between a male and female wildebeest? You can ask me questions like this in real time. Our safaris are live and interactive here in the heart of Africa. Join me on Safari Live and connect with nature.
Join our expert guides at dawn for a live, immersive safari as the bush comes to life.
Found ourselves a chameleon, and look how he's changed color.
Every sunrise brings new discoveries.
Pound for pound, a leopard is one of the strongest cats around.
Ask questions, share your thoughts, and connect with nature live and in real time.
Great excitement, great happiness.
Start your day with adventure. Safari, wine, and waterfalls. The ultimate African adventure. Sip South Africa's finest wines. Experience a world-class safari among Africa's iconic wildlife. And stand in front of Victoria Falls, one of the natural wonders of the world. All this can be yours with Wild Earth Travel, where Africa comes alive.
Well, these three are looking very content. It seems like all the busyness has subsided here, but also that could be because two more elephants arrived, and so the giraffe and oryx, another species, moved off to make some space, or should I say were forced to move off to make some space with these big boys around. But it'll be interesting to see if maybe some zebras arrive. They're also favorites to come here to this spot. Ah, there is a zebra. Looks like a little bit of a younger one, actually. You can see that the texture of its fur on the back there is quite fluffy. Oh, Ollie the Oxpecker, hello. You are so stoked with what we saw with that lioness, and it was a very cool sighting indeed. Something special. And she's still hanging around there, so who knows, maybe we'll see something again. But isn't this a great opportunity here at Aldonia, just for a little bit of size comparison between an elephant and young zebra? Well, I believe there are some baboons around Wange, so let's head over there now. Well, these are always entertaining to watch, and I'm not sure what the whole troop is up to, but we often see them moving through the area looking for something to drink, something to eat, doing a lot of grooming between them. Oh, there's a stork. Is that a marabou stork there? That's come for, I'm not sure if it's come for a drink or if it's leaving, but beautiful picture there of it with the reflection in the pool. Well, it looks like those baboons and stork have moved off, so let's head back over to Tau in Madikwe.
go and take a look. See you out there. My full name is Cedric Leslie Dold. I grew up mostly here in the Lowveld. I grew up here pretty much on the southern side of Kruger National Park, a place called Marloth Park, for most of my years. Something surprising about myself, I did play drums in a band for many years. Best sighting I presented, we found Palumba in the 2 cubs, and the cubs are just way big.
Ah, the bush, full of beauty, wonder, and absolute chaos. And now, all that madness has its own show. It's called a Wild Bush Week. The countdown of the most outrageous, heart-stopping, and sometimes downright ridiculous wildlife moments of the week. Lions throwing their weight around. Hyenas gate-crashing the buffet. Leopards doing, well, leopardy things. Each week, it's a fresh reel of safari gold. A mix of drama,
She's just got an impala, everybody.
danger, and a healthy dose of laughter. So, if you fancy a highlight show with bite, and I don't mean just the animals, tune in to a Wild Bush Week. You bring the tea, and we'll bring the tusks, tails, and teeth.
You can see some impalas in the background, 2 heads down, feeding away. Oh, there's a kudu, I think, walking past there too. Hopefully in the next just less than an hour that we have left of the show, that we get some elephants coming here to Tau. It's always a lot of fun, especially the sort of spot that's closest to the bottom of the camera at the moment. They love to mud wallow around there. What a beautiful waterbuck doing some grooming there. You can see his horns. And here we have actually 3 different species, which is quite nice to see the comparison. There was an Egyptian goose in front here. There's a white-faced whistling duck just to the left. You can see that beautiful white face. And then there are 3 red-billed teals. In the background, you can see the red bill, and what stands out to me about them is that beautiful white cheek. Very distinctive in comparison to other species. You can actually spot them from quite a distance because of that. Oh wow, we've got a herd of ellies here at Tembe. There's a little one. We don't often see herds coming down, but I think the mud wallowing here is just too great for them to not take the opportunity. You can see that little one is having a great time rubbing itself around.
See you out on the safari.
It could be a very exciting morning.
My full name is Cedric Leslie Dold. The best driver at Wild Earth, it is me. I believe I'm the best driver. I think so, because I've... best part of my job, I say, is just to try and look out for these animals, track them down. I love tracking animals. I love looking for, fresh tracks, and if you can find them, it's just at the moment of accomplishment. If I wasn't a presenter for Wild Earth, I would be the drummer for AC/DC.
And that's it for this morning's drive.
She's just got an impala, everybody.
And we're going to be heading out and seeing what animals we can find.
If you love watching Wild Earth, here's a little tip. Become a member. You can gain access to the channel ad-free, you can rewind and re-watch sightings, and you can join our Tuesday live safaris. There's also behind the scenes videos, fireside chats, and every Safari Live episode, whenever you want it. It's just a better way to stay connected to nature.
Wow, Mr. Elemental, that is amazing. You saw a southern carmine bee eater to your list yesterday from one of the cameras. Well, they are also migratory, and it's great to know that they are back around. And what a beautiful, beautiful bee eater that is, with the pink and turquoise coloration. So Stinko, yeah, it's an interesting one when you see this behavior. Why are these elephants doing it? So more than anything else, it's about cooling down. It's a great feeling for the mud to sit on their back, for the moisture to soak into all their wrinkles, which is really important for them. They've got very, very large bodies and not many sweat glands, unlike us, and that helps us cool down. So for them, they need to find an alternative way. So all the mud, all the water, all the splashing about is all to do with cooling down first and foremost. When it is very cold weather, we don't see them usually practicing this behavior because of that very thing. Can see some of them deciding to go for a drink there, mom and baby. Now I'm not sure if this is all part of the herd or if there's maybe 4 or 5 elephants that belong to the group and then some of the boys still hanging about here, or if they've moved off completely to allow these others to come. Very pretty with them if they do continue on that path with the reflection in the water there on the other side. Just stunning with the blue sky as well.
Even a hyena coming into the action as well now. Oh my word! She's stalking the hyena now. Leopard, hyena, lion, all together in one shot. Oh. This is action-packed.
Every week, the wilderness delivers.
And that's why we're here.
Drama, chaos, crimes, humour. All moments you'll never forget. We've counted them down, argued about them, and finally picked the very best. From rare sightings to classic bush showdowns, this is nature's weekly highlight reel. Sharp facts, bad jokes, and the wildest top 5 you'll see this side of the savannah. It's not just a show, it's a wild bush week.
Wow, well, this has been so entertaining here at Tembe. Why don't we head up to some more elephants and giraffe at Oldonyo. Oh, this is always a special scene, isn't it? Really lovely to see, and hopefully this giraffe does actually get some water. Deb, you want to know at what age the tusks start appearing for elephants? So it's around the age of 2 that you see the first little white dots appearing on either side of the mouth. After that, they start to grow out. 2.5 by 3 years, they very clearly apparent on the elephants. Seems like more and more giraffes are getting brave and coming closer. I do think there's more space around this waterhole than what our eyes perceive it as. In my head, this is a tiny pool of water, but I do think that our angle and just how sort of perspective works, it does deceive us slightly on how much space there actually is around the waterhole. So Corinne, when it comes to giraffe species, it's a little bit of a debated topic but we basically look at 4 different official species with 5 different subspecies, so 9 in total, but there's also the perspective that there are just 9 different species in total, and we're looking here at the Maasai giraffe, which is one of the official species, but basically geographic segregation between different species meant that certain genes were pronounced in certain animals, and so it basically meant that each giraffe, according to certain areas, began to look different from one another, although still very clearly giraffe. There is the southern, the Angolan, the Maasai, the Rothschild, reticulated, West African, Nubian, and so each one of them, if you looked at all of them next to each other, you can clearly see that there are differences between them.
This is an unbelievable afternoon.
At Wild Earth, we believe every story has the power to create change. That's why we've launched the Wild Earth Impact Foundation, a non-profit dedicated to conservation and social impact. By showcasing conservation stories, we can change lives, protect nature, and empower communities. We have partnered with Empowers Africa to accept tax-deductible donations from US donors. Your donation will help fund critical programs that support our mission. Join us and be part of the change.
Wildlife spectacle on planet Earth. We'll see you there.
Chidzana natsi maran tumbuluko Lovukazi yashitsunducho hosi ya rumela.
How cool is this?
Well, I was hoping that we may see a crocodile today. While these giraffe and elephant enjoy their drink here, let's head over to some crocs at Tau. Looks like this waterbuck is enjoying some very green, lovely grass. I think the crocs are somewhere around here, probably very well hidden as well. There they are. You can see those scales sticking up, very iconic. You know exactly who they belong to, and I think enjoying some sunshine, soaking it up. Oh, look at that. Definitely the tail, the back and the tail of one there, and the head of one just to the left. Lots of these waterbuck do enjoy coming across the water and spending time by this beautiful green grass. You can just see how much greener it is. And not only the waterbuck, but we also see elephants coming too. Doesn't look like they are around today. I was hoping, I said earlier, that I was hoping that some of them might come out for a drink or a splash today, but perhaps they've been here already, or they're going to come back later on this afternoon. BBC, I'm not sure. I haven't seen any behavior myself, but it is very likely that females will be potentially laying eggs soon. And we saw mating happening, so I'm not sure if there's particular spots or cavities that she has around the water where they like to keep their eggs, but we'll be definitely looking out for any sort of activity with the female in and out of the water perhaps. And if anyone is wondering what happened to the lioness who gave us quite a thrill earlier, she is still at Safari Hook, but we can't really see her at the moment. She's sat down in the shade, I believe, quite camouflaged there. So she is still around. We'll have to wait and see if the cameras pick up anything later on. But I think we saw the best of the sighting definitely earlier on in the show today. Wildlife Lady, the last 2 hours have definitely flown by. My goodness me, we've got just a few minutes left of the show, but the great news is that we will be back tomorrow, and I'm looking forward to seeing what happens. Maybe that lioness makes a kill, who knows. It's exciting stuff. And we've come over here to Oldonyo for the last few minutes. Nice to see the zebras finally arriving. A little bit more of them than just the one earlier. Deb, I'm so glad that you've enjoyed having my voice as part of the show today. It was wonderful to be with you all, and we had some great sightings, including a lioness on the hunt. My goodness me, how exciting was that? Penelope, it has been great to be back here with you, and yes, later on this afternoon we will be live for the Sunset Safari, so do make sure that you are on board with that. Ellie, thank you so much for your kind words. It's been great to have you on board, and yes, to all the parties that make this possible, including Africam as well as the Live at the Waterhole team. It is definitely not just one person, so thank you for saying that and giving us all a shout out. The zebra's just deciding maybe I need to move away. The elephants were a little bit more boisterous than I think what they would be comfortable with. They're on such high alert when they're drinking like that. You can never really be at ease, I don't think. Oh, here comes another Ellie. Well, everyone, thank you for hopping on board with us here at the Live at the Waterhole show. I really hope that you enjoyed it. Thank you for all of your comments and questions today. It was great to hear from you all. And like I said earlier, we will be back tomorrow and I'll be here as well. So make sure that you tune in at 11 a.m. Central African time for that. Otherwise, keep well, everyone, and we will chat again tomorrow. From myself and the team here, it's goodbye for now.